Sentimental FX update for the 15th of February for the Quasi DB service. The US 500 is at MR2. We came here very, very quick. In 15 days, we came this far. Usually things are sort of more spaced out, a bit more tepid. This one's definitely on fire. It's got a bit of a rocket underneath. Lots of fundamental reasons for the rally. Because we've got the vaccine rollout, and countries should be going back to business once we've got everyone vaccinated. Look at the UK, for example. Perhaps the Italian politics issue will get resolved because we've got a new Prime Minister there with Mario Draghi. So yeah, really, if we're above MR2, we can target MR3, so 4,039. I'd imagine there's going to be a lot of stops at 4,000, so I think there's going to be a little bit of hesitancy there. Really, I mean, if you were short, the retail guys normally have their stops at round numbers, so there could be a lot of volatility here. Once they've chewed up their stops, it could use that as a support, and then we can come up to MR3. MR3 is very overextended, so I don't know if we're going to overcome that. And we're only 15 days into February, so I'd be surprised if we go over. So we should have some resistance here, some resistance here, technically speaking. Sentimentally, we're good because the retail guys are holding on to their shorts, and they're adding to short, and the VIX is coming down. We're below 20 on the VIX, so everything's ripe for more gains. So unless they invent a scary story overnight, then we'll have to wait and see. It remains to be seen. So just look at gold. So there's some overhead resistance up here and some support around about 1820 area. SLC above 1831, 1814. It's very sideways. The bubble is indicating sell, and the sentiment on FX SSI is indicating sell, but we're very sideways on the average line. Moving average trends bearish in all time frames apart from the 1 minute. AJ's SMR2 at 8201. So I was saying about this how this could be a good resistance, but clearly we just rallied a lot off MR1. So SLC above 8232. 81.66. We are a buy, quite sideways. In fact, they are going short, but very gradually. Yeah, it's very sort of sideways, really. AU 78 on the dot and 77.64. We've got RBA tonight, so if you have any Aussie exposure, bear that in mind. The meeting minutes, it could potentially take up the stop loss clusters, and we're only we're quite close. There's not much space between them, so 34 pips, so it's easily doable. We can come up and get that, we can come down and get that, so be careful. We are a buy at the high level, and it's them guys selling it, as you can see there, which is quite cruel. Yeah, that's really cruel. So yeah, that's what happens. It's a mirror image. So EA stop loss cluster at 155.70, 156.26, where I sell at the high level. And if we, I guess we have to zoom out. Yeah, we became a sell here. There's the 50% cross up here at monthly pivot, pretty much. And so they went long here. 158 on 155 now, so yeah, keep an eye on your ratios. EU, this is an old stop loss cluster now, 12150. It's quite large. 12109. This is actually larger than the Kiwis, so that needs to be changed. I just done an update for you guys, but that's now larger than the Kiwis, so that's likely. We're a buy. Very sideways. GU and 13920, 13880. Note what I said about the pound bubble. It was very extreme. And because it was so extreme and it was like cornered, that's like the emotional fear zone where the retail guys have got out, and because they've got out because they think that the price is going to carry on, and that action when they do it en masse, it causes the bubble to gravitate easterly. When they short it, it goes westerly. So when they exit, then it moves. So if they decide to go long, then that bubble's going to move into strong sell. 139.21 and 138.79 NU. So I was saying that this was the largest stock loss cluster, but now Euro USD is larger. 72.60 and 72.07. We are a buy, strong there on the moving average trend, and we're a buy here as well. So I think perhaps we'll get this, maybe a bit of volatility with the RBA potentially. I know it's the Kiwi, but there could be some risk off flow maybe. EJ 128 and 127.59. We're a buy at the high level. That's them selling it there. That big candle. Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? How they do that. It's a big shift on that candle. So they sold it after that. Very strange. And so we come up. So we moved a lot on that move. It's 81 pips after that. Pound gem. This has been on the tear. If you look at Marco's charts, we're hitting resistance on the daily time frame, and we got MR2 resistance, monthly resistance at 146.74, and MR3 is miles above. So 149.54. Can't blame the guys for exiting because it was pretty much a pain train for being short. And really, I mean, look at the sentiment as well. Technicals are looking a bit weak on your time frames up to the hour 1, hour 4 daily is strong. The small time frames are indicating some bearishness, so I reckon maybe up there. And we got some confluence at MR2. MR2. So grab that SLC at 146.71, and then we'll come down. But the bubble will help if it carries on moving. Dollar yen 105.45, 103.48, and that's them guys selling it there. This was the largest movement on Thursday, I think it was. It moved a great deal, and my FX book really shifted as well. It was a 10% shift in one day. So that my FX book guys are shorting UJ. So that could bring price up. Dollar CAD. Now this is one of our signals. So don't forget we've got macro fundamental stuff with oil, and that's gonna help our trade. Monthly's pivot is 127.48, and that's a bearish action there, and that agrees with the high level. The low level is in agreement with this. This is the low level dynamic shifting. So if they carry on, we'll come down. 126.19, 126.68, and if you look at the pitchfork chart, there was some support at 126.12, if I remember right, and that coincides with monthly support 1 at 126.16. And if you remember from my videos last month, monthly support 1 came into play. So in January we did have a healthy respect of MS1 somewhere around here, and so yeah, it respected that. So it could potentially happen again. So bear that in mind. 126.16 breaks below that, then you know that could be your stop loss, and then tight stop. Move your stop ahead of break even. You know, risk-free trade. Dollar Swiss 89.25 and 88.85, and we're still at the high level, and it's sideways. It's very, very sideways. And yeah, so don't forget the Swiss bubble location as well, because that's strong sell, so that's going to help. Dollar bubble would be nice if it moved to strong buy, but we do need a risk off situation. There isn't anything scary going on at the moment, so they'll need to invent something. I don't know what it will be. Maybe be that Syria thing. I don't know. So just a fairly long one today. Let me know if you want any charts tomorrow. I can do some pitchfork charts and won't mind. I've been trying to learn some Python today and didn't have much success. And I think I spent about 7 or 8 hours going around in circles. So I'm not sure what to do about that. I might have to take a course or something in Python. But I do want to get a new source into the spreadsheet. Um, be really cool. Anyway, I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.